where to get ideas for content for your blog. So when you are starting a blog, when you are running a blog, ideally you want to pick something, some area of your expertise or something that you're very interested in. So for example, let's say you are very interested in building your own online business. Then you can start a blog on that because that is something that you're thinking about naturally, something that you would want to talk to people about at a party. You want to pick something like that. Then naturally you constantly will have ideas on what to talk about in your videos. Your blog, what makes it special is not only your unique mix of knowledge, experience, and so on, skills, but also your heart, your soul, who you are, what you bring to the table beyond just your knowledge and your experiences. For example, I can do a video on my experience of my house being in a natural disaster zone and me being a part of that natural disaster experience in January of this year when we had those huge fires in LA, and how from January till end of August now, I'm still living in hotels and I have no idea when I will be able to go home. Maybe I will be there by January, maybe by December, I don't know. So I can have a video that somehow connects to my topic, but also updates viewers on what is going on. So that is just an example of something that you can also consider, because people that are watching your content, they also want to be able to know you personally to some degree, and you don't want to hold that back. You want to be able to share personal things as well that you feel comfortable sharing. So let's think about other sources of ideas. So your personal life is a source of ideas. You can also share things you are learning. So in my experience, I have spent last few months traveling the world. I was in different places. I just returned to United States. And I have learned a lot during that trip. I can think about what are the key learnings for me as it comes to building an online business, for example, for this channel, and create a video on that. That would be incredibly valuable. Another source of ideas is your audience. So people who are working with you, maybe you already have clients, maybe you just started your channel and then you still have maybe comments from time to time, maybe people asking you for things, asking you questions. Those are all sources of ideas, and especially the questions that can really help somebody. And another way you can think about it is think about you 2 years ago as it relates to this topic that you're focusing on, or you 10 years ago, or you 5 years ago. So for example, when I started this business, strategytraining.com, firmsconsulting.com, we have Firms Consulting YouTube channel, we have Strategy Skills podcast, we have many books that became bestsellers and so on. So when I started this business, what I wish I knew, all kinds of things that I wish I knew then would be great ideas for a video right now. Another source is, of course, other creators. If you watch other creators who are focusing on your niche or even who are not focusing on your niche. So for example, someone makes a video on 10 biggest mistakes I have made in my 20s. And let's say you are running a business and your channel is related to showing the journey of building your business. So then you can say 10 biggest mistakes I have made when I started my business 5 years ago. Always look for something that piques your interest. What is interesting to you and why? And then connect it to your niche. How can you create something in your niche with your unique experiences and knowledge and wisdom that will be valuable for people who are watching your channel? Another sources, books, movies, media, beyond social media, beyond YouTube. If you are reading a lot, you can put together a video with top 5 things, top 10 things I learned from my favorite books this year. And you share that because those are lessons that was hard for you to learn. In terms of time commitment, it required you to invest a lot of time. Each book takes time to read or to listen to. And you extracted maybe 1, 2, 3, 5 key things from that book and then another 3 things from another book. Imagine putting the best ones together and sharing them as a video. That is incredibly valuable for your audience. And I can say that I actually keep track of all kinds of things I learn. Things I see, even just observing people while traveling, things I read in books. I interview a lot of people on Strategy Skills podcast, so I learn a lot this way. And I have a lot of realizations during my long walks, when I get to have long walks, when I live somewhere where I can have long walks, which was not as easy this year. I was so committed to long walks every day for a very long time when I lived at my home. But now it's hard because often you live next to airport, for example, and if you want to walk on the road and breathe that horrible air next to the road or next to a highway, maybe you would walk, but for me, that is not really high quality walking experience. I would rather just do yoga at home. That is another source for me, actually, a huge source. What I often do is I take my iPhone and I go for a walk and I record myself speaking on a particular topic. And I come up with some incredible things on those walks. I just listen to it later, I transcribe usually, and I'm blown away by my own audio. Usually it is an audio format. So that is another great way actually to get good content ideas, as well as good content. You get really good content that way because you get into the flow, you connect with nature, and you get some incredible wisdom pouring out of you that you didn't even knew. Some of it you didn't knew it was there, but it is there. Just it connects all kinds of dots that you never connected before. And of course, when you see something that is interesting that you can connect to your own niche, always make it your own. Always share your experiences, your wisdom, your knowledge, your spin on it. Because no one else can actually create that content, only you can. And that is how you bring the biggest value to the world, with your unique take on things, your unique energy, with unique love, that energy in your heart that is pouring out of you when you do your work, when you create your videos, you create your content, you create your programs, you do your coaching calls, that unique energy, unique love in your heart. People can feel it. Maybe they don't consciously think about it, but only you can create that. You have specific areas of interest or expertise that you're passionate about, that means so much to you. They mean so much to you. You want to bring that to the world. That is what the world needs. They need to look into your eyes like you look into mine right now, and they need to feel your energy and to learn from your experiences. And remember that your blog is in a way like a series, like a show, and you are the main character. People want to know more about the character. And you want to share not only what, but how you feel about it. Open yourself up to the degree you're comfortable with, and let people be part of your journey and learn with you. And you don't need to start as an expert. If you are very passionate about a particular niche where you are not an expert yet, it's completely normal as well. Because what people need is enthusiasm. Your eyes light up when you talk about this topic. It's not something that you feel, oh, I cannot even think about this. No, they want someone who is passionate about it. You can be documenting your journey. You could be interviewing people. For example, on Strategy Skills podcast, I'm not an expert on every topic. I bring people as guests and we discuss all kinds of topics where I'm not an expert on that topic. And so you can do that as well. You can bring people as guests, you can learn, you can share what you are learning, and it will be very interesting to people. I think that what is also missing a lot on YouTube is there are a lot of channels where people are so far ahead that what they are sharing cannot help someone who is starting out. When you are working with someone who has a big team behind them and they have not done things themselves for a very long time, they cannot teach you. They cannot even know what needs to happen. A lot of the things are done, they're not even aware of how to do it. They would not be able to do it anymore. So because of that, having channels that are run not by experts actually very beneficial, because a person there initially doesn't have that much knowledge and expertise, but they know a lot more usually than people who are watching them, and that helps people who are watching them learn things much faster or just improve much faster. Don't worry about being an expert. You don't have to. You are learning as you go and you're sharing what you know. So to recap, inspiration sources are everywhere. Just pay attention. Keep track of them. I can at any moment pull up my iPhone or on my computer and see all kinds of sections of interest for me, and then within those sections different ideas. And you can do that too. Just start tracking ideas and over time pick things that really ignite you in that moment, that give you energy, and record the video on that topic. And a little challenge for you, think about 3 random things from your day to day that you can connect to your niche and record content on. Something that happened to you, something that you learned, someone you spoke to. Start that list of content ideas and have a lot of them so that you can always choose and see what excites you right now, what is promising right now in terms of being relevant for people who are watching your channel. And it will help you a lot. You will not sit in front of an empty white page. You will have an idea, and then you can go from there. Thank you so much for watching. I have some gifts for you. I'm going to put them here on the screen. One of them is a book on self-publishing, because one of the things I do is self-publishing. And you can get it at firmsconsulting.com/free book. You can also get a copy of planning Excel sheet that I use to plan my day. And you can get it at firmsconsulting.com/plan your day. And another one is specifically for YouTubers. And I'm going to put everything in the description as well, so you can get all the gifts. And when you get any of those gifts, you are going to join Strategic Scale newsletter, which is a newsletter that I send to quite a lot of people, over 12,000 people right now, for this particular channel, for this particular topic. And there I share additional resources on how to build your business, how to be an authority in your area of expertise. It's a great way also to reply, connect with me on a more personal level. I share a lot of additional resources and tools there. So I hope you find it helpful. I hope you join the newsletter. I would love to see you there, and I would love to share with you some exciting things that we do, such as summits, where we do this entire week of training that you can attend completely free, all kinds of things like that. Very exciting things that can really help someone build their business faster. You can learn about things that I offer as well. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to connect with you all in the next video.